So what you guys want to do is, if you guys don't already, go to the App Store and download the Go app. But since I already have it, and as you can see to the right of me, what you're going to do is go to the Go app, right? Scroll down. I guess you can just pick any shoe, but I do see the red Subtempo. So you can click on that. It's pretty cool because you can actually have some pictures there that you can see. Even on the bottom, you have some on feet that we can see how they look on feet, obviously. So let's go right into it. So you go into buy now, scroll down, look for your size. Let's just say my size is size 9. Click on the size 9. They give you a quick little piece of information on it. 100% authentic, or your money back. Seller photos verified. We have verified the size, condition, and authenticity of the seller's photos. Go authentication. Your purchase will be sent to Go for verification before shipping to you. Essentially, the Go being the middleman to your transaction. So then you just hit next, click on confirm on the bottom there. As you can see, it says US only. So unfortunately for your international viewers or people that are watching this internationally, you cannot take advantage of this feature. It says plans as low as $43.07 a month. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna hit learn more, and it says $43.07 monthly based on the purchase price of $490 at a 10% APR for 12 months. How does the firm work? Easy monthly payments, so 3 monthly payments, 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. Provide your basic information, get instantly approved. Contingent on your credit score, make monthly payments for your purchase, raised from 10 to 30% APR. Flexible payments, simply pay your monthly bill using a bank transfer, check, or debit card at firm.com/pay. Then you just say, just select your payment plan with Firm at checkout, and you're good to go from there. I think it's just more so personal preference. Like for me, I never had to worry about that because my older brother, he was always into fashion. Like he put me onto Soho when I was 10 years old. So I was on game. I was on BBC. I was on Bape. I was on, exclusive Nike releases. As you know, back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, Nike SBs was super popular. Yes. Because they base every collab on a certain theme. So I found that to be super dope. And I'm actually happy that I actually had the chance to live through that era. Yeah. So for me, I never really had to have that problem. Cause honestly, bro, I used to wear my brother's clothes. I used to be mad oversized and shit. So I thought it was mad fly. Yeah, it was he will kill me though every time, but I did it anyway. So great memories, bro. But like you said, the business aspect of that is super dope, bro. Subscription, bro. What?
I mean, to bounce back off of this whole conversation, it just goes to show you how petty, the NCAA can 100% be. And this controversy has been going on for years, for about 25 years now, from the 90s to the 2000s. Yep. And it's almost kind of if you're gonna perform at a level that you can take to the NBA, right? Why shouldn't you at least sort of get some type of compensation out of it, right? But then there's also this this combative mode that the NCAA has, where they're like, well, I know you're good and we acknowledge that, but that's why we're paying your tuition. That's something that I always hear as far as what they use as their comeback per se. So I mean, I want your thoughts on that, because I personally think that's crazy, to have that type of mindset.
It is, and what's crazy about it is the NCAA is not the entity that's paying your tuition. Exactly. It's the school that's granting you the scholarship. The NCAA does not even touch their pockets in terms of scholarships. And then going even more into that, not every person on the team is on a scholarship. Yeah, there are guys that walk on. Sometimes at the Division II level. You don't really see it at the Division III level because nobody really makes a name for themselves like that, and they don't really get a platform to do that. But the NCAA, for example, Final Four, we're only talking men's basketball right now. Final Four is a billion-dollar industry just off of TV deals and advertisements.
What do you guys say? My take on this whole thing is, right, do you guys think that the categories in which these nominations were placed in, did they have an incentive behind it? Because I feel like God's Plan, though it won Rap Song of the Year,
God's Plan!
behind it, and so did Childish Gambino's. So I feel like the way the Grammy board kind of chose the winners on this, I guess, was primarily based on pure agenda, in my honest opinion. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
I mean, I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's some categories where there's literally just one nominee for that category, and that nominee wins. I mean, you look at like categories like Best Urban Contemporary Album. What does that actually stand for? Because like Best Urban, like you would go Best R&B Album. I know that's like, you know, Usher, Neo, like those type of artists, right? We know it's soulful like singing, right?
So I met Emilio in my MCO 327 class, which is a digital production. Funny part is that the first week of school, I believe I missed one of the classes, so I didn't really know anybody who was in there, except for Brian, because we had the sports broadcasting and podcast class that we have together. So when I seen him in that class and I saw him talking to Emilio, and I saw Emilio had like, you know, a Supreme bag, and I was like, oh, cool, he's into Supreme just like me, so maybe we can just vibe off of that. So one of the last questions I want to ask you is 2018 fall. We know it as it being the cuffing season, the stay inside season.
Yes, sir.
Does this mean that SNX is going to be working on more music? Where do you see yourself now, and where do you want to be in the next year or so?
Gotcha. Yeah, so I'd definitely say that, you know, this fall is definitely heavy. It's definitely going to be important as to, you know, where we end up in 2019. Definitely want to end this year with a lot of momentum, so we're going to be releasing more tracks. So stay tuned for that. Probably drop an EP before the year ends, so stay tuned for that. Probably like 5 to 8 songs. And, you know, where I want to be in 2019, I definitely want to be at, not here. I would hopefully, ideally, would be like probably in New York City, predominantly focusing on music more. Hopefully doing a couple more shows, getting that show experience, a live atmosphere experience, you know, building a fan base so that, you know, we can engage often. And then just trying to be consistent, you know, just continue to develop my sound, but, you know, find myself more and more, you know, whatever feels more natural, I let go. You know, I think a lot of people, you know, when you hear new music every day, you know, you'll pick up a new influence. But I think, you know, as long as you listen to those influences, but you stay true to yourself, you'll find what you need. So just a lot of that, just more, I guess, self-discovery, as well as just being more consistent and efficient with my music.